Hello everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to FTB One, and today we've got a couple of pretty neat things to go over. So in the background there we can see this Steve looking into a looter chest. I was out and about exploring the world. I did figure that maybe my best chance of finding a Smite 5 sword would be in the world going through there, so I resigned myself to finding the 3 strongholds and kind of limiting myself to that kind of a range for exploring. So because I wanted to do some exploring, and but on the other hand I don't want to go too far out, and when the pack updates then I've got to kind of either start a new world or go even further out to find things. So I just kind of resigned myself to this. Whatever the innermost stronghold circle is what I'll be doing. So my spawn is like here-ish, I believe. So there's one, that's where the spider spawner is down there, but there's one here, there's one up here, and then there's one down this way as well. So yeah, I found the 3 strongholds in my inner ring. And I don't know if I found it in here or not, or in one of those ones, but I did find the Smite 5 diamond sword. So we're pretty hyped about that. So we're ready to go with our power consolidation spell and get ourselves a pretty decent weapon here. So just kind of got to figure out where on my island I want to put that lake, and I think I want to do that lake inside the lake that I already have. So that's where I'm going to be doing that spell over there. I'm just going to go and fill it in quickly first, and then we'll do the spell. So just bear with me while I use up some of my millions of cobblestone here. And I'll bring you guys back when I've got this little guy all filled in. Where is he? He's right here. And I'm going to leave these trees where they are for now, but I'm going to fill in the rest of this pond and then make the lady in the lake over here. And of course it turned dark just as I was about to do the spell there, so just made it daytime. We got everything set up here, so let's take our Smite 5 diamond sword and put it on our hotbar. The important thing about throwing the sword into the lake when we get to that point is that we use the Q button and not just doing this with it, because if you do that with it, it's not going to work. So we'll check the power consolidation. We'll spawn the lake. Each growth costs 30 mana, so you have to get it to full size. So you have to make sure that you have sufficient mana to get it done. So I've got, this one's almost full, 9743, plus a little bit left in my, there, it's right full now. And the order is diamond, diamond, emerald, no cloth of course, so diamond, diamond, emerald. And then when the fog comes over it, that's when you know that the spell is completed. So I'm going to stand here and then use Q to throw the sword in. And we've got to jump in after it. There it is. Oh, this fog is lovely. So I'll have to do some terrain adjustment around here, of course, but there's no way out. All right, we'll make our own way out, I guess. Yes, now we have Caliburn, 12 attack damage to start. The next thing that we do to do it again is you want to get a Smite 5 back onto Caliburn. So via book, I don't think we can use the Caliburn in the vanilla enchanting table. right now. But we may as well come over and check it out. Yes, we can. So if we ever do some enchanting tricks to see if we can't get the Smite 5 onto it there that way. And how much did it cost in total? So 5,000, right? So I had 60 left over there, and this was completely full. So 47.38. A little over 5,000 to cast that spell, which not too bad when you've got. I broke my thing by accident. And then the other thing that I did see, if you want to generate mana even further, you can get 2 of the durability exchanges on top of a double chest, and then fill that with shovels, and you will get your mana back twice as fast, obviously, because you'll have 2 durability exchanges going at the same time. Oh yes, and then the other thing that I found on my explorations is probably super rare though, but I found the fabled half bed in a random village kicking around. This was an igloo that had spawned inside of a village. So I don't know if the igloo came first and then the village came after, and then this pathway just happened to cross it, but after taking this picture, I tried to block this pathway block, and then this half bed got itself destroyed, so I no longer have the half bed in my world. But yeah, found one of these bad boys. Super not happy about it, but it's definitely a neat find when you're out and about visiting all the different areas there. So yeah, wanted to cover the Caliburn, the Centennial Trophy for getting 100 looter chests collected up. This guy should be almost full now, 14 out of 15 million. And this should be, yeah. I took out all of my bees from here except for the experience bees. So these are the only bees that I've got running still, because that bottle of enchanting production is super slow. Well, we're up to 154 after we processed all those combs that were there, but yeah. Get some bottles back into this guy. And I'm still having a lot of trouble finding the skeletal bee. Oh my god, there's one. Where'd you go? Okay, so they did spawn, so I don't know if I just waited long enough because I was checking this and opening it up way too often in the past. But yeah, I've got the skeletal bee. Now I can get all of my wither skeleton heads for free by mating the skeleton bee with the ender bee, right? Oh yeah, just give it a wither rose and we've got the withered bee. Awesome! But I would like to get 2 skeletal bees first, right? That's so I can get them bred and then have an infinite number of them, because I got 20 wither roses from that first fight that I did at any rate. So I did find, and also while I was out and about, I found mason bees in the world, so now I can make the silver bee if I want to get into that mod. And the other thing, oh yes, the last thing to go over was that you don't actually need firework rockets with the quantum suit, because if you do a little sprint and then the double jump and you hold forward, I think is the trick, you get that boost that you saw me do. It doesn't happen 100% of the time, but most of the time I got it working for me. So I don't even really need to have firework rockets kicking around. But the thing that I did find was that there's a little bit of a conflict in the settings, and it's a random setting that I had to change in the game files itself. So let me just put it on a quick pause, and I will show you all how to go in and change it if you want to see. Oh, that's the familiar. I forgot that's not the face height. It's my familiar exchange, which didn't work, so I think my familiars despawned or something. I'll have to go back to the end and find out what happened to my familiar. Maybe he's outside of that the chunk loaded area, right? So I'll have to chunk load a bit more of the end so that he's always inside a chunk loaded area. But there is a ley line intersection right here, so this is where we're going to be able to find the Fae. I think we can make them show up by casting some spells and stuff. I tried the one that teleports you back and forth up here. That didn't seem to work, so I'm going to try a couple of other different spells, and in a future episode we'll go over getting the Fae so that we can not only get them but breed them and then kill them for their Fae essence so that we can get into a little deeper into the mod. But anyways, that's everything I wanted to cover in this episode. I appreciate you all for checking it out, and we will see you in the next one.